Welcome everybody to Stonehearth here on Additional Palin's Games. We are starting a new city. We're going to be starting with Rayya's children, which is the, I guess the second class, the second, I don't want to say race, but the second culture that you can choose in Stonehearth. And they tend to be good at deserts, so we're going to have some fun. We're going to go in the desert and try something out there. So this plateau actually looks pretty decent. We're going to go with this plateau right here. We're going to have this nice big mountain here that we can carve out, and we can, be relatively safe up here on the plateau. So we'll give it that a try. It seems like a decent position. So we'll go ahead and settle here. Already chosen our items, already chosen our settlers. Actually, I didn't have to re-roll our settlers, surprisingly. Usually I re-roll a couple times, but we can have a couple people that'll make good soldiers, a couple people that'll make good crafters, and some good mediocre people for workers, if you will. So you can see we got plenty of trees up here. We got some stone in the wooden, the stones rabbit statue. So we got plenty of wood. We'll be able to take these cactus trees and all these plants here and start farming them. So yeah, I think that we're in a pretty good position up here on the plateau. So we're gonna have our city facing this way, and we'll just do it right there. Guar Haracho. Well, as you know, I always name, if you saw my last, well actually, let's go ahead and name it something different, just for kicks. So what was that? Guar Haracho? Yeah, it was something close to that. We'll just go with it. Guar Haracho. Alright, so time to get everybody working. Let's get a nice stockpile going right here. Get up to speed. Let's go ahead and start harvesting. Just start collecting resources left and right. Go ahead and start chopping down trees to get some wood. For Rayya's children, obviously, since we're in a desert, the gameplay shifts a little bit. We're going to be using mostly the potter rather than the carpenter to make a lot of our buildings, a lot of our main craft materials to begin with, and gives a nice different feel to it. So there we go. We've got some resources on the way. Let's go ahead and harvest that, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get somebody here. Runa? Yeah, Runa. Farmer. Get you farming, and then we're going to get you, yes. Soldiering. And one more person. I mind. Alright, there we go. Iskandar agent, thank you very much. We'll take that. We'll take those supplies. Let's go ahead and get our farms set up. Carrots on the first one. Golden gourd. And watermelon. That's our primary crops. So we've got our soldier patrolling. Harvest you guys, and then we're also going to start moving all these prickly pears, pear cactus, and start moving you guys into a nice orderly rows. Do this so that we can harvest them a little bit easier. Have a nice source of free . So, unfortunately, this will have to be our new main town for Stonehearth, because for my last town, I accidentally left the town running while I was doing a couple of things around the house, and all my people died, pretty much. So, the autosave feature, I didn't save it, and autosave had saved it well after well after everyone had died, and I really didn't feel like starting over with 3 Hearthlings and building my way up. So that save is gone. It later got corrupted anyways. So we are full force with Rayya's children here. Hopefully Guar Haracho. Hopefully I won't make the same stupid mistake this time as I did last. So there we go. You can see we've got some good pear cactus farm going here. If the game's giving you free food, you may as well. Probably do the same thing off screen with all these silkweeds. Just get those into nice rows. Not gonna bore you guys with that. But let's go ahead and get our potter set up. He does not have any of the ingredients. He or she does not have the ingredients that they need. So it's time for us to do a little bit of digging. Gonna have to do some. Let's see. So for stone, obviously we can just dig away at everything that's here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's just get rid of this little thing that's sticking out. Get rid of that. Same thing, we'll get rid of this little area. And this one as well. So we should get some stone out of that. There we go, plenty of workers going at it. And where else can we? Lonely little cactus up there. Let's go ahead and harvest you guys. Get the food from that. And then we can... I'm thinking... So let's go ahead and... So we'll harvest like that. Take that out. So we'll have this nice little stairway here. And we'll narrow this down. Actually, we'll take all of this out and we'll do a stairway. Give our Hearthlings plenty to do in this early time. So yeah, the big thing that differs between obviously the Ascendancy and Rayya's Children is the fact that Rayya's Children their economy is based off of their playstyles, more based off of economy. It's based off of trading. It's based off of making trade goods and using them to basically allow you to purchase items that you would have trouble crafting without wood, without access to all the tools that the Ascendancy has. So we'll see that a little bit as we keep going. Looks like we can add another farm here. Since the carrots are growing pretty well, we'll go ahead and add watermelon, another watermelon. We need more worth before we're going to get more people. That's okay, that's understandable. So let's go ahead and like that. We'll start cutting away at this here. Can be harvested for healing herbs. Harvest those when you get the chance, guys. Do we have enough? Yes, we do. Build one of those. Build one of those. Then we need to start getting some beds and some tables and chairs. And all sorts of other things. Oh my gosh. He's about to craft it and then he just falls down. Come on, sire. Sire? Something like that. Caravan we don't have a whole lot. We can sell that, and that's about all we have to sell. So, buy as much wood as we can because we're going to need it. Wood is obviously more difficult to come by in the desert. Go ahead and harvest all this. Move this cactus over here. Okay. Good. Harvest. Just like Minecraft, just like a lot of other city builder games. Right now we're just kind of getting resources. There we go, so we'll have a nice little step ladder like that to get down to this area. Let's go ahead and place these guys. Wrong way. Like that, and like that. And we can get to crafting some potted goods. Starting with 10. These bad boys. We're obviously going to need more clay, which means more mining out. Need to move you. Any other cacti? No. There's a nice copper vein there. Gold. Gold is good. Make good use of that. Plenty of stone. Might make like a... I'm thinking we'll make like a sky bridge kind of thing. Maybe like a little bit kind of like a Thunder Bluff thing if you guys are World of Warcraft people, if you're familiar with it. Place these 3 beds. We've got some beds going. No movement down here. Gonna start the tedious task of starting our little silkweed farm. But while we do that, you guys may or may not have noticed if you watched some of my previous videos, but I actually have a new microphone. Very glad to have a new microphone. Previous one just wasn't cutting it, and I do some recording for my job anyways, so it was a good investment. Got myself a blue snowball. It's simple, it's easy to use. It's you know, it's a good starter microphone. Definitely much better than the little headset that I was using. So hopefully you guys can appreciate the improved sound quality over some of the other older series that I've recorded, like the Banner Saga, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, a couple other ones as well. Glad to have something that actually sounds halfway decent for you guys. So let me know if you can hear the difference and if it's much better. I think so, but I want to get your guys' input as well. Alright, just kind of getting things organized here. No, that is incorrect. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that I am quite OCD about these little things. But, you know, every little detail goes to making your town look orderly and well planned. That's important. The aesthetics are important. They're not as important as the function, but there's something to be said about having a town that's well ordered. These guys need to be harvested. These guys can be moved. Plant Moving Simulator 2016. Stonehearth. Alright. Probably not enough worth. Yeah. So let's, instead of focusing on that, let's start focusing, okay. So we can start getting some beds, or some tables, sorry. So we'll order tables, we'll order chairs as well. But we are going to have to do some more mining, some more carving this out in order to get there. So that means less tasking of Earthlings to move stuff, more tasking of them to dig. Farmer increases the foot speed. I think it also allows us to... Yes, cactus flower. So we are going to build a new farm. Right here. Cactus flowers. Traders are back. Shoot, let's just get rid of all of it. Again, prioritize the wood first. 15 gold for one of those. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Alright. Carving off our plateau. Are you gonna? No. Okay, let's okay, let's do this. Right, like that. Again, we'll just kind of create this stairway effect so that we don't get any of our Hearthlings trapped, but they can continue to mine all this. Actually, let's go ahead and build a ladder right here, and then we can just start ordering this to be taken down. Invaders approaching. Alright. Soldier getting some soldiering experience. Now that they're all focused on him, we can start. We can get everybody back into their duties. I know I said I was going to stop doing this, but it just... something about it bothers me when they're not in rows, when they're not nice and orderly. I don't care as much about the pear cactus, just because they're all different directions and stuff, but for this silkweed, gotta have it in order. I'm sure it's very exciting for you guys. But anyways, so this is kind of the first thing that I do. I like to get everything nice and neat in order. I like to get all my ducks in a row, start harvesting resources, and then once we've gotten to a place where we're good and economically stable, I would say, then I like to really start beefing on my projects, which I actually didn't really get to do too much in the last town, simply because, well, I spent so much time fighting goblins and stuff. Orcs, whatever they are. I spent so much time fighting them that I didn't really have a whole lot of time to start building the stuff that I wanted to build, which is unfortunate. I really like that. I thought it was a neat map. We'll make do. We'll make it work. We'll have massive fields of silkweed. Oh, that was a healing sound. Okay, I'm still not used to some of the sounds, some of the noises, but whatever. Farming is going. Nobody has dug this up yet. So we're going to go ahead and remove it, and then we're going to redo it. Sometimes that gets their attention a little bit. Alright, same thing here. We're going to target that. They should have no problem getting rid of these. Do these little mining projects first. Get them out of the way. So we can have our, make sure that our potter has all the resources that he needs. He or she. Sullier? I forget what his name was. So there we are. Potter level 2, Sire. Okay, what can you make? Is the question. Starting to get to the good stuff. We should make some of these urns when we have the chance. And some of these unfired clay vases. Let's start placing. So I'm gonna set of tables going here like that. Again, not a whole lot of value right now because I'm spending too much time placing silkweeds into nice orderly rows. But you know what? I just can't stop, guys. It's gotta be perfect. Everything's gotta be perfect. That's the last of them. That one there. Another one there. Okay. Looks pretty good. Alright. So let's go ahead and queue up these mining operations. Get rid of some of this excess dirt, allow our potter to start using it, and sell all that as we can. Buy a shield, which is good. Use that for our soldier. And that is where we're going to wrap this first episode up. So things are progressing nicely. We should be good to start getting rid of these chunks here. So I'm going to continue a little bit of work off screen, but until then, see you next time when we continue Guar Haracho? Guar Haracho? Something like that? What are we? Guar Haracho. That's it. Alright, so we will continue more Guar Haracho on additional Paladin games next time. I'm going to do a little work off screen until then. So hit like and subscribe if you want to see more. Check out some of the other series going on the channel. And join us next time as we start wrapping up all the preliminary stuff and we get into the building, trading, and crafting. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here on Additional Paladin Games.